Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. As you can see, Ezio's skills have finally been confirmed, which is what we thought. Looking at Soul Hunters, his skills are similar, if not the same, as what they had on Soul Hunters, but it is going to be super powerful nonetheless. When you look at his skill set overall, it's kind of crazy. The first one we look at is his ultimate ability. Looking at his ultimate ability, Evasion, which is a skill that's going to do mass execution. Ezio marks all enemy targets with an execution threshold. As we've seen from his testing, it's a little blinking red bar over the health of the enemy. Markers of this health bar until the end of battle. If a target's health falls below the designated execution threshold, Ezio will immediately move to their position and deal a deadly strike to the target, instantly killing them. This doesn't say if immunities are going to work. This doesn't say that shields are going to work. We are assuming at this point that if they hit this threshold, boom, they are instant dead. Similar to Nara's ability, where she does get the kill shot, he'll actually do the execution, and he will kill the target instantly, which, depending on the threshold, is going to be absolutely crazy, with the ability to kill heroes and kill heroes very, very fast. Each time this ability is used against enemies that are already marked by the execution threshold marker, the threshold will be further raised until the limit is reached. When used against NPC bosses, this ability deals massive damage instead of instantly killing them. So this is a little addition, and this is really something to pay attention to, because depending on the calculation of his skills and what massive damage instead of instantly killing them, he could be a hero to put into boss damages, because he specifically will do damage against bosses, which is what the Evasion is doing. So having him on a very, very quick cycle team for his ultimate to go off, as long as you have a high damage team, I could see him performing really well on a Leica Iran team where they can do massive damage very, very fast, and he can go ahead and do the execution with his Evasion, taking out targets super, super quick with his ultimate ability, which again is kind of crazy. So looking at the second ability, the Final Retribution, Ezio is able to avoid all the damage he receives from an enemy every several seconds. So again, depending on the threshold for his Final Retribution ability, if he can do it every several seconds, which I'm sure it's going to be, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, whatever it may be, but to avoid all damage means that he can avoid magic damage. That is really the biggest thing, and that is what kills the agility heroes, is the survivability they do not have when it comes to magic attacks, such as Kaz with her signature item. So looking at avoiding the enemy attack and avoiding all damage he receives from the enemy is going to be super, super huge, because if during this time an enemy hero ults, he's going to avoid all the damage, is essentially what it looks. After avoiding the enemy's attack, Ezio initiates a counterattack. When counter-attacking a nearby enemy, Ezio initiates a multi-stage strike, which is usually, depending, Yukio, we've seen 6 or 7 hits. Most of them we see 3. When counterattacking a distant enemy, Ezio uses his crossbow. So again, he is not going to be stuck situational. So if he avoids damage from anybody on the battlefield, he is going to bust out either the knives or the crossbow and inflict massive damage, which again just adds really to his tool set, to his skills, to see how powerful he is going to be. So looking at his skills overall, he can instantly execute heroes when they hit a certain marker. So depending where that marker is going to fall, we'll have to see depending on the level that you have him at. Final Retribution, avoiding all damage, increases his survivability, which is what we don't have with Yukio. It's not very effective. For Ezio, I think it is going to be very effective, because it's going to be every several seconds. It's not going to be an immunity when he does his ult, but it is going to be every several seconds that he is in the battle. He's going to go ahead and use the Final Retribution ability. Also, with it being an ability, if you have haste, technically it should make this ability, not sure if it's going to be a hard timer or if there's a way to lower this ability to essentially make him almost immune, depending on the super cycle teams that you can run within AFK Arena. So the next ability we look at is the Smoke Bomb. Nearby enemies that are caught in smoke will lose accuracy points, haste points, and also have more chance to receive critical damage for a certain duration. Again, this ability is going to be very, very contingent on what the duration is for this ability, but anytime that you're losing accuracy and haste, you're not going to be able to hit a target, meaning that this hero is going to be effective in PvP, and the hero that is caught in the Smoke Bomb is going to be receiving more damage, which could be really, really vital when you're dealing with tank classes that have a lot of hit points, being able to do a lot more damage while they're not able to do damage and they have their haste mitigated. So looking at his third skill, not super impressive, but the accuracy and haste. So again, if you're avoiding damage or not getting hit, you're not taking any damage, which is essentially what the Smoke Bomb will do. So between the Final Retribution ability and the Smoke Bomb ability, it's going to be a good combination of survivability for him to really make through, which again, for agility heroes in AFK Arena, it is always the issues with survivability that we've seen that have made the heroes not effective at all. Nakaruru increased their survivability a little bit through the skills. Yukio seems to die super, super quick. But then when you look at other heroes such as Thane, Titus, a couple other heroes that are reliant on agility and reliant on dodge, they get absolutely destroyed because you can't dodge the magic attacks. And that is where we find the problem with the agility heroes overall. This could also be another point for Leica, because remember, her plus 20 signature item, anytime that she has higher accuracy points than her opponent, she will do more damage up to a certain percentage, which I believe is 20%. So if you're running him with the Iran Leica combo, I could see where this combination would work really, really well. A lot of people have said using him in the God tier comp. God tier comp does take time, even with the cycling through. Overall, it does take a little bit time with the God tier comp. So really removing any hero in there might be detrimental to that team. But then looking at our final ability, which is Evasion. So during the battle, Ezio's dodge points will be increased with time until the limit is reached. Again, dodge in this game is not very effective just due to the magic damage. So the physical damage, great. If he's fighting agility heroes, if he's fighting heroes, warriors, things of that nature that do the physical damage. Evasion, great. You can dodge the attack. You have Brutus's Roar, and as you guys know from the Wilder team, absolutely destroys the team because it negates the dodge. They can kill Iran, they can kill Leica, they can kill Ezio, they can kill a lot of heroes really, really fast if you're reliant on dodge. With that being said though, the Final Retribution ability to go ahead and avoid all damage he receives, which again, if that is tied to magic damage that he can avoid, he will be a very, very desirable hero. He will also be super hard to kill because not only the physical aspect of the dodge, the Smoke Bomb ability, the Final Retribution ability itself will be very powerful. And then of course his ultimate ability, which is going to be an AoE mass execution, depending when you're taking the heroes down and how fast you're taking the heroes down. So again, it's going to be interesting to see where the threshold is. Also, at this point, we have not seen the abilities that his signature item is going to bring. I checked it out a little bit earlier. I didn't see anything with the signature item, but coupled with the signature item, his skill set and the furniture bonus that they're going to give him is going to make him super, super powerful. He's the only hero with the execution threshold. And if that can go through shields, if it can go through barriers, if it can go through immunities such as Brutus, he will just absolutely be a game changer. Also, Lilith has said you are going to be able to get this hero for free. Not sure if it's going to be the exact guidelines that Nakaruru was that people are still saving for. I think we still have like 15 or 17 more days to go ahead and accumulate resources to buy Nakaruru, which I would definitely recommend. Because remember, with the dimensional heroes, once you buy them, you have them built, you can fuse them, they are done at that point. So let me know in the comments what you think. Super stoked about Ezio and his abilities. And as always, thank you for watching.